Hey, fifth graders, it's Mrs. Seals back for our next science lab. So last week we started our unit on the sun, earth, and moon. And last week we were comparing and contrasting the physical characteristics of the sun, earth, and moon and talking about how they were similar and how they're all different from each other. So this week we're going to be moving on, and we're going to be talking about the Earth's rotation. And one thing that the Earth's rotation causes is what we call the day-night cycle. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I am going to do the best I can with this. The students in class will be doing a mystery science activity, and mystery science is a program that I did not create. So because of that, I am not able to post the video here on YouTube. That would be a copyright violation because it is a program that, costs money that someone else spent time creating. I'm going to do my best to kind of summarize what is talked about in there and show you the activity that the kids will be doing in class. So the target says, I can demonstrate that Earth rotates on its axis once approximately every 24 hours, causing the day-night cycle. So the Earth rotates on its axis, and rotate is a science word that just means to spin. So a rotation is a spin, like pretend like you're spinning a top. An axis is an imaginary line about which an object rotates. So I'll show you a picture. Here is a picture of the Earth, and this line right here is the axis. It's not really there, it's just imaginary. And you can see from this picture too, that the Earth is not straight up and down, but its axis is tilted at a 23.5 degree angle. So instead of rotating, straight up and down, the Earth actually rotates at an angle. It takes approximately 24 hours for the Earth to complete one full rotation. And this rotation is what causes the day-night cycle. So by day-night cycle, we mean that day and night is a cycle that repeats over and over and over again. It's a pattern. It always goes day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night. It never skips over nighttime and has 2 days in a row. It never skips over daytime. It never goes backwards. It always repeats in the same order. When our part of the Earth is facing the sun, it's daytime. And when our part of the Earth is facing away from the sun, it's nighttime. But since the Earth is a sphere, that means when it's nighttime for us, it's daytime on the other end of the opposite end of the Earth. So here's a picture of that. Here's the sun. Here is half of the Earth that is facing the sun. So it is daytime for this half of the Earth. This side of the Earth is facing away from the sun, so it's nighttime for them. But since the Earth is constantly rotating, eventually it will switch and it will become nighttime for this side and daytime for this side. So this really shouldn't be new information for you. You started learning, if you've gone to school in Texas, you started learning about day and night in kindergarten and again in first grade. So this should not be a new concept, but in fifth grade, we really want to make sure that you understand the word rotation and how that means the Earth is spinning. The Earth does not rotate around the sun. The Earth revolves around the sun, and that's completely different. And we will get into that more in the next couple of weeks. This week, we're just focusing on rotation, which is a spin. And we're also just focusing on how that rotation is what causes the day-night cycle. So the kids in class are actually going to act this out with a partner. One partner will be the sun, and they will have a flashlight. The other partner is going to create this. This is a map of the world. Here's where we live. That red dot is Central Texas. And the exact opposite side of the world, I put another red dot. And the students are actually going to physically put this on and they are going to stand up. I'm not going to, dim the lights and turn on a flashlight because I'm by myself, but we'll pretend like you're the sun, I'm the earth, and I am rotating. I'm rotating towards, I was making sure it wasn't backwards, towards the east because the sun rises in the east. So I'm rotating. Well, let's first see that I'm facing the sun. So right now it is daytime for me. Back here on the other side of the world, it is nighttime for them, right? They're facing away from the sun. So I'm going to slowly start my rotation. And we're also going to be discussing how at this point, because, the earth isn't a square or a cube, it's a sphere. So there's a whole other side of the earth right here. So at this point, I'm just starting to turn away from the sun. So this would be like the sun is setting. I can just barely see the sun, but it's over here. So that's what we would call sunset. I'm going to continue rotating. And now my back is towards the sun. So for me, it's nighttime. But for this side of the world, it would be their daytime because they are facing the sun. I'm going to continue to rotate. And now the sun is just starting to come into view towards the east. So this would be morning time. This would be sunrise when the sun is just first starting to come up over the horizon. Continue my rotation and up, it's daytime again. All right, so that's the day-night cycle caused by the Earth's rotation. I hope that you had fun kind of reviewing this concept. Remember, there is a short quiz in Schoology for you to see what you learned and what you know about the Earth's rotation and the day-night cycle. I hope that you enjoyed learning about that, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.